Greetings. I am Captain Leroy, and today we're continuing our playthrough of Astro. Last time we helped free Big Brother, and then after being trapped in time, we unveiled the boss's hiding spot. So, without further ado, let's show this boss who's boss. And well, if you haven't already guessed what the boss is, you'll probably I don't know. It's kind of simple if you look at the theming of the say what the whole galaxy's themed after. Once we break these, we'll get chicken. Well, with the rocket chicken, we'll make our way up here. Oh, gotta stop having the instinct to try and punch on sight. Gonna smack the snakes. For this segment, you're gonna want to run. Once you do that, we have our boss, Lady Venomara. You don't have to break all the eggs, but doing so will just get rid of a couple of extra foes. When she does this, you're gonna want to take off. And you're gonna want to get to high ground when she does this. When she does this, a good thing to do is charge up, and then when you see those blue things, smack them. And then, bonk. You're gonna want to stay away from the edges, because she's effectively making the platform a little smaller. You're gonna watch the edges here, because she's making it smaller. Once you do this, prepare for phase two. When she spits out an egg like that, well, it's the purple eggs you're gonna have to rocket over. With nowhere left to run, we land the finishing blow. You. Here we have Nathan Drake from Uncharted. You'll see he got himself a souvenir of the encounter. But you really ought to keep like they say on roller coasters, please keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs while inside the vehicle. Anything lost cannot be retrieved. And with that, it's time for one of my favorite levels. Even though I've never played the Uncharted series, I have to say this one I really enjoyed playing through. Prepare for some Food rating. Land here. See a map. Make way over to here. And we'll see that Nathan's severely outgunned. I don't know about you, man, but I wouldn't give my only firearm to some dude who just showed up. But now it's time to run and gun. Clicking the trigger, well, you'll lock onto targets and shoot them. Once you do that, Nate decides to take a break, it looks like. Here we see a couple of something interesting. Keep that in mind. But for now, let's keep going. I love the music in this one. And just being able to run and gun. Can hit the lock. I didn't realize that. I thought you had to just smack it. Okay, puzzle piece number one. I'll save our first spot. This is the looting Vitruso. Knows you love to see her leave. This is Chloe Fraser from Uncharted, which is where all the bots are going to be from. But, you know, it's kind of like I'm telling you where they're from. We'll pop this open to find a skeleton. For this puzzle piece, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to match these. Once you do that, you'll be able to keep moving. I'll shoot that real quick. And up here, we'll find one of our bots. This is the mustachioed Bentard, doing the best with the hand they've been dealt. This is Victor Sullivan from Uncharted. I don't really think I have to. You guys probably don't have to hear me say that, like, you know, from so and so. Well, from what game it is, since everyone's from from Uncharted in this level. If I remember correctly, it's somewhere around here. Well, for the hidden Easter egg, well, I mean, not really hidden. It is hidden. What you got for this level, the secret collectible involves finding three. Let's see, which one was it? It's well, you find three golden eggs. Well, here we have egg number one, which will show up in the treasure chest once you find it. Oh, that explains. In order to match, you have to match up all a certain face, and it shows it over there. Didn't realize that. Ah, there's the next one. So we'll make our way over here real quick. And it looks like our friend here has already got things taken care of. So we'll just clean up the rubble and get our next spot. Here we have the no-nonsense mermaid, friend to the elephants. This is Nadine Ross. And upon progressing up here, we'll find egg number two. We'll hop on this turtle to give us a bit of a boost. Oh, this is why you gotta pay attention to where you gotta pay attention to incoming projectiles. I'm pretty sure that's a reference of some kind. It just feels too specific not to be. Uh-oh. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in swamp water either. This guy you can't beat with shooting, so... Here we have our next bot. Tenacious reporter. More valuable than any treasure. This is Alina Fisher. I love just how you're able to run and gun in this level. It's just so satisfying. Try to see where we came from to see how far we've made it. Uh-oh. Ran out of shots. In order to progress, it looks like we need to solve a puzzle. Gotta say, that ancient mechanism must have taken some time to do. Yeesh, no bones about it. This is downright dastardly. We'll pull this real quick to open the mechanism. But before we do so, here we have the last puzzle piece. Now, before you climb too high, our last egg is over here, guarded by this fellow. And upon collecting this last egg, you've got yourself the Lost Eggacy. And if I remember correctly, yeah, at the very top is another bot. Here we have the false ancestor, Nathan. Never heard of him. This is Francis Drake. The soundtrack in this level is great. Bang. And our next bot is just simply right there. With the last one being the prodigal brother. Treasure hunting runs in the family. This is Sam Drake. For the sounds of it, he might be Nathan Drake's brother, but I don't really know myself. If you run fast through this part, you can save yourself a little bit of platforming. Because detonating bombs in an unstable ruins is probably not a great idea. And then, of course, it wouldn't be a treasure hunting level without some reference to the famous boulder scene. Of course, this one's all spiky. Oh boy. And look at that. There's our ship part. Seems to have found a fun place to hang out. So. But of course, that's not it. You're going to want to continuously move to dodge those lasers. Remember, you move faster down than you will up. Just a little tip to keep yourself from getting vaporized. And once we gun down that, we get a new ship part. Here we have the mothership GPU. Accelerates, renders, processes, and most importantly, sings. Which I've got to say, I love this part. This, whenever you save a ship, if you go next to the mothership, and on the other side of it, you'll see the ship parts that you've saved, and they'll start singing along to the beat. The GPU is one of my favorite ones to listen to. If you haven't had a chance, because back in Astro's Playroom, the GPU Jungle had one of the catchiest songs I know of. You should really give it a listen. But for now, let's get the GPU fixed up. We'll blow off all that extra gunk. And now, let's get some of these vines off. Of course, you had to do the test snips. First, let's plug in red, green, and blue. And now, the third time I've made this joke. Pull the lever, crunk! A celebratory toss. And let's plug it back in. That's one of my favorite parts of the ship, for how it sings. Here we'll bank all the bots we've rescued. I do wonder though, what theoretically could be the highest amount of bots you could bring back to the crash site without having to bring back a mothership part? But now, hope you're ready for some costumes, because the changing room is open. The only thing left is find the perfect outfit. There's quite a lot of fun outfits. There's one I want to use because it's a favorite of mine, but we'll just have to see if we get it for the gotcha machine. And like always, you don't seem too concerned with this, huh, Mr. Driver? In the meantime, we've got something real quick we're gonna do before we take off. We gotta go get the bonus content back in the nebula. Well, back in the Serpent Starway. So we'll see y'all next time when we go grab our stuff. The rest of the bots in the Serpent Starway. Thanks for watching, everyone.